Hope we got this thing going this time. We're gonna see. Got a little adjustment I gotta make. Sorry about that. Quick live editing, I guess. This is y'all's AM. If you in the States, and if you somewhere else in the world, I don't know what time it is your time, but it's my evening over here. And hopefully some people join this chat. Title, you can see, in 10 days, life gonna change forever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever, never, ever. So we're gonna get into that real quick. I'm not gonna draw this one out too long, maybe 30, 35 minutes, hopefully. And to see how many people get on here and see what's up. And as usual, you know, with my topics, it's always gonna be something you can do about it kind of scenario. I never do any type of live or video with cliffhanger, you know, side notes and catch my next video, part 2, after you hit the like and hit, you know, I just tell them like a TI is, and either people hate me, love me, or don't care. It is what it is. So appreciate y'all jumping in here. I hope my sound quality is okay. I'm in a new place and there's nothing in here yet except for walls and this floor and this little chair I'm sitting on. So it's got a lot of echoey sound in there. Hopefully it's okay. If it's not okay, somebody let me know before I get started. I could grab some headphones, plug and play those, and maybe that will pick up better. So if my audio's clean and the visual's clean, somebody let me know on the chat real quick. Other than that, I'm gonna get started. As soon as somebody can chime in. Let's see, sound is good. Okay, that's what's up. Appreciate that feedback. That's what's so cool about these lives, man. And I'm trying to get the Rumble thing. Well, I'm not really trying too hard. Yeah, it's gonna be a slight echo. I'll try to talk slower. You know, my voice is so powerful, man. It just echoes everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my voice echoes through eternity or something. I don't know, something I got out of a movie. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, y'all, if y'all could deal with it, that's cool. I don't like wearing them headphones because now I'm be running that signal all up in your brain. You know, it's bad enough being on the device during the day, but then when you plug them, especially them wireless joints. I mean, I like the tech, but you putting that frequency right up in your brain. All right, that's what's up. Cool. Everybody sounds like they hear me loud and clear. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Because I know Juan just chimed in. He down there in Texas, I think. He's still down in Texas. And so he might concur with some of the stuff I'm talking about. Maybe not, but we'll see. If y'all could just hit the thumbs up. It's a few of y'all in here. So if we can match the thumbs ups with how many people viewing, that would be groovy. If not, y'all got some lazy thumbs out there, and y'all need to work on that. You need to work on your thumb game, okay? Y'all can text 15 words a second and do all this stuff on these phones and cooking a pot of chili and texting at the same time and eating a cheeseburger, but you can't hit the thumbs up on Major's videos. That's whacked. We need to change that. I got your back. You got my back. All right, let's see if you got it. Let's see if you got this thing. All right, let's get this thing popping. Like Orville Redenbacher popcorn. And if you're old enough, you know what that is. Hit me up with a high five. All right. If you didn't high five me, I high five myself because I do it all the time anyway. I'm good. Let's move it. All right, so what's the title? What did I do in the title? In 10 days, your life gonna change forever. There's 2 parts to this. There's one that you can control, and there's one you can't control. Let's talk about the one you can't control, because that's the one that everybody focuses on the most, the part that you can't control. So we're gonna get into this life-changing thing, and I'm not saying, like most YouTubers, in this many days, the world about to end. Y'all know I ain't going into that, but it's a few things on on the chalkboard. Y'all need to have some, pay attention to a little bit. Hope you carry around the eraser so that you can erase what you don't want and write up there what you got a piece of chalk so you can write up there what you want. But in the meantime, in between here and there, it's a lot going on, not only in America but in other parts of the world. But we're gonna talk about America because they getting jiggy with it over yonder now. Like y'all really, they turning up. If you don't see it on your block, it's happening. So. What's going on is that border thing. Now look, y'all know I ain't into the politics game. I know what they do. They play both sides, and it's always gonna be like that. Forever, ever, never, ever. Sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. I don't know why I just thought about that Outkast song. Forever, ever. I think that's what Andre 3000, that's what he was saying in there, so that's where I got that from. But anyway, all right. So, that border. There's this law that Trump put in place called Title 42. Title 42 has something to do with immigrants coming over the border had to get deported. Can't come in, just can't come right up in here. You got to do this process and you got shipped back to your country, whatever. That costs money. It ain't free. So just mark that down that there's a cost associated with people trying to get into any country, and then governments or states or whatever, whoever, having a force, military force there or whatever you got to have to keep your borders protected, right? Right now, with this Title 42 thing, I think it expired possibly some hours ago or within the last 24 hours at least. I might be off with my, news feed, but I think it's expired. So, that means that all of the people, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands, I ain't talking about hundreds. Sometimes the media be saying, yeah, there was several hundred people on the border between Mexico and Texas at this certain border crossings, hundreds. It's 16, 17,000 folks at each location camped out, and they're populating behind those people camping out is more people coming up, getting ready to come into America. Now, why is this important? I don't know if you pay attention to how countries get dismantled or how they start out being this and turn into that. If an invasion occurs, see, y'all thinking too much. Red Dawn and dudes coming down in parachutes and taking over little towns in rural America, and the people are fighting back. Now, see, they got you predictably programmed on all that Red Dawn stuff. Ain't nobody coming down from no parachutes. Ain't nobody coming up in your town trying to, it's gonna come totally opposite than how you've been programmed to perceive that it's gonna happen or something's gonna happen. That's one. So, all these people at the borders, they've been coming through. Millions have been coming through already, right? This should be alarming to you. This is alarming to me. I got family in America. I got people still there, and I still have an American passport. So I still got property. I got, you know what I'm saying? I'm still between here and there when I need to be, and blah, 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 blah. So it's not like, oh, I'm over here and I don't even care no more. Y'all just do whatever you want. No, that's part of me too. So I'm a world traveler, and I just happen to have traveled there for quite a long time and know the place well. So it's a part of me too. It's a part of my journey. So you should be alarmed actually that if you're keeping up with what's really going on, but you can't, it's hard to follow the news agencies because you don't know which one telling the truth, which one lying. It don't really matter because their narrative is this and their narrative is that, and somebody's always trying to get what's in the middle by playing both sides against each other. There's a lot going on. There's a whole bunch of games going on. There's Manchurian Candidate stuff going on. It's all kinds of movies that you done seen, all scripted, happening all at the same time, simultaneously, with a little sprinkle of you don't know what the hell is coming out next, all up in that too. Okay? It's like trying to put some strawberry sprinkles on top of a pizza. Just don't seem right. I mean, you can eat it, but you're gonna be like, I don't know. I'm just hungry, but this is really weird, okay? That's what they got going on in your mind right now. Stuff that's really weird that you can't. So, all these people trying to come through the border. They're not trying, they come, okay? Invasion, this is how you can. So, what they've been finding throughout the participants, these immigrants, these caravans coming through, are Chinese nationals coming through with these folks. China. How they get, what they doing over here? They like burritos? Or they eat tacos now in China? What are they doing in Mexico? Or just taking a vacation in Cancun, thought they would just come up to the border and check it out, kind of thing? Is that what's going on? Okay. I guess you can make up whatever you want, but put your thinking caps on, folks. It's not going to be that kind of party. Them kind of folks coming from over the waters, when they come, they don't be playing no games. They got an objective, and I ain't saying that's what's going on, but they got an objective, okay? We got the solution coming. Don't worry. Don't wet your pants while I'm having this live or something. If you got a baby in the house, go put a diaper on so you don't wet yourself. If I say something that sounds very alarming, but just trying to prep you for things that are going to come out media-wise and things that might shift this way and shift that way. So that way you have a chance to see something coming, you move the heck out of the way. That's what you need to be able to do. Movement is life. So you got to be able to get up and be mobile, have your mobilization game down, and I got to do that here. Like if a tsunami, if I see the water start going out and I hear the sirens going on, I'm right here on the ocean. Like I see the ocean, look at my finger, right there. Like, that's really close when you can kind of and spit and make it to the ocean. That's real close, okay? So, ocean right there, the bay is right there. So, I'm not, I got to have my plan down. You hear the sirens go off, and you got to get to the highest point that you can get to the quickest. Ain't no time to think. You got to get the kids, get the mama, got to roll, kind of stuff. So there's all kind of contingencies to deal with in this life anyway. But I'm just trying to get y'all in the right direction, because see, they like to hit you. What you call it? Blind side. You get hit blindsided. Okay, that means you wasn't looking that way, and that's where the hit came from. Like a football game, dude. Knocked your socks off, you knocked your helmet all off your head and everything, hit you running this way, looking this way, and get hit from this side, okay? That's what's kind of getting set up as the blind side hit. Okay, so what's happening? All these caravan folks, all these people coming in, it's all kinds of people. And don't let the images people show you on YouTube videos fool you. They show a lot of dark-skinned people. Like I seen one video, dude was talking the right information, but every video or every clip of persons that he put up looked darker than me. And I'm like, bruh, why you always gotta blast us in the images? Now, as fair-skinned people, I ain't seen no brown, like black Chinese folk. I know the original Asians are my color or darker, okay, yes. But modern times, the people coming through the border don't look like me and then talking about give me some Szechuan noodles or something. That's not, them Chinese right now, y'all really bright white. Like y'all bleach y'all skin to be whiter because y'all like that color more than dark color because it represents something to y'all. So I get it, okay. So ain't none of like dark skinned people all up through South America now. I don't care where you go, Panama, you go to Costa Rica, you go to Nicaragua. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of us up in there, like more than you will ever know. You got to visit. You'll be like, what? The only person here that's white is the president. Everybody else dark brown and caramely and all kind of browning. So there could be a lot of people coming through like that. But don't let them scare you with the images, making you think that, a bunch of gangbangers are coming up. Nah, it's more brown and dark-skinned people in South America through all the countries down there than you'll ever imagine. The only way you know for sure, I'm telling the truth, is you've been to one of them before and you've seen it for your own self. You You got off the tourist sites and you went and checked out some stuff. It's like, oh my word, you're a black person in America, down in South America. You grabbing your bag, holding it tight in the elevator. Like, oh my goodness, I didn't know there's this many black people in the world. I'm just using the word black because that's the cliche catchphrase everybody uses. You know we brown, but I just use it just to provoke thought and everything like that. So the caravans, they coming through. It's all kind of folk coming through. You don't know. They said people from Afghanistan been coming through. They've been catching them. But there's millions that are in America that they weren't able to catch. Now, here's the funny thing. It's so funny. Like Kevin Hart kind of moment. Wow. It's like Kevin Hart. I kind of felt Kevin-y coming through. Okay. All right. So back. Let me talk to you folks. All right, so check this out. Bam. Wait a minute. I had to laugh. That's so funny. Okay, so watch this. The people coming through right now, getting a free phone, probably a bag of chips, a box of Twinkies, and a bus ticket to the city near your location. That's what's up. Now, the Twinkies and the chips, I don't know. I just threw that in for extra measure. But, you know, that would be a good warming gift, get you strung out on sugar and salt coming into the country so you can end up on the healthcare dole, ledger too, and got you under control too, got you all jacked up health-wise so you kind of keep getting them prescriptions. You ain't going nowhere, is you? So, yeah, so that's what that's for. But they getting a cell phone, they getting a ticket to a nice city somewhere. And like the countries that these people come out, look, y'all don't get mad at the people trying to come to a better life. Don't get mad at that part. They not supposed to be able to just come to get the better life part for free. Cause I don't know about you, but I ain't never had nothing for free in America. Everything costs me. So I don't mind helping anybody. That's if I know I'm helping. But when people are getting tickets, they're being encouraged, some kind of way it's being communicated. Yo, come to the border right here between the hours of 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. and we'll get you on through. Processing takes only a couple of hours per million. Get you right in. As a matter of fact, pick your destination after that. We'll get you a nice VIP lounge card at your nearest Greyhound station and a bus ticket to anywhere you want to go in America. You and your whole family. Come on, y'all. You know you can't do that in any other country on the face of the earth. You can't even, you get shot trying to creep across a border somewhere in a normal government-controlled country. You gonna get popped or jailed or both. You might get thrown into jail after getting shot over in another country. You don't know what's up. So charges of espionage for trying to creep through the border. That's how tough they are with people come across their border. That's their spot. There's a process, and if you don't do the process, you can't get in there. You're not supposed to. So how are millions of people coming across the border? And why is the state of the country of Texas? That's a country, y'all. You know these states they got you thinking are states are incorporated corporations, mini governments. Yeah, that's what that's a country. Texas is its own country. Y'all stop playing. California too. They backwards, but these are little countries. That's why the French and the French. What was the name of the was it the French? So Louisiana, the Louisiana Purchase, they sold that to America, the United States of America, Inc. That's what the Louisiana Purchase thing was all about. Why you have to? How you sell something to somebody who's supposed to already own everything? Why they got to buy something? Well, they wasn't the owner. They didn't have access to it like that until they started accumulating access through doing deals and doing wars and killing folk and moving folk and shipping folk from here to there and all over. That's what's been going on all the time. So y'all got to pay attention. You got to get paying attention to the right stuff. Now, those of y'all that was into the voting thing, I haven't been. for many a moon now, because I started realizing when I realized what was really going on. And what you're doing, they say, well, you should, people died for the right to vote, but now you look like you voting for the right to die. And you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I voted this way or that way, so they're gonna give me this way, and this group's gonna give me that way. Yep, this group gonna give me all stuff I ever want, and then I'm gonna be a lazy bum because I ain't gonna go get nothing on my own because I get it all handed to me. Okay, that's ruining me and the country. And then this other group, they say you gotta pay your own way and do this and do that, making it hard on me. So now I can't get my head above water kind of thing. So that's hurting me. Yo, in the whole scheme of things, neither side care nothing about you or your family. Okay, now. I will say this about Trump. Look, I did his finger thing. You know, I can't even do his voice, but you know, he's always doing this thing, you know, doing all them symbols. No telling what kind of stuff he's conjuring up with the symbols. You know, I'm Donald. But I will say this about the dude. He a real dude. Like, when he say something, he mean it. Like, I remember when he said, and like, look, I'm not for Trump. I'm not for the other side or this side or that side. I'm for my side, like, for real. But I know what I heard. I know some of the stuff I saw going on because my business directly would be impacted by this person doing this or this person doing that in that office, okay? So here's what's up. So I remember when he said, black people, you've got nothing to lose voting for me. And if you sit there and then think about that rationally for a few moments in time, you would go, by golly, George, he's right. Blast it. This feller's right. He's one of the only guys I've ever heard tell the truth. You ain't got nothing to lose because you already lost your country. That's what he was really trying to say. The land that you had, your ancestors had, they call America, you ain't got nothing to lose no more because you ain't got jack to be with. You should vote for him probably, right? So if you're a voting kind of person right about now. So the dude got some points that I'm like, you know, you can't really debate certain things he says because it's like the truth. Like, he's a hardcore business cat, making billions from doing the deals the way billionaires do deals in America to become billionaires. Plus, with the help of his dad, who was already a multimillionaire, had an empire, real estate thing already going. So that's a good leap step right there, is to have, you know, your dad leave everything to you. But anyway, we can get on. But anyway, because I could roast anybody and tear them up one side and down the other. But anyway, so, but outside of that, the dude know how to negotiate. The dude know how to make people laugh. The dude will tell you the blatant truth, and the dude will tell you a blatant lie, all in the same conversation. But at the end of the day, when them crews is drilling for oil, and the inflation would have dropped and people get their jobs back, things would be a little bit better probably than what they currently are, which looks like a rolling nightmare right now. You ain't the American dream, y'all don't forgot about that. Your ancestors, it's in their graves, don't forgot about that. Everybody's like, dream? That's a nightmare kicking up. What you mean, dream? Can't even dream no more because they got so scared every 5 seconds, not knowing what they gonna do next. You know what I'm saying? Oh, is America gonna default on the? See, some of y'all don't care about if they default on the debt or not. You're like, well, I mean, what am I supposed to do about it? Well, you keep voting. You keep voting for stuff. You say, well, you should vote because it's all right. But you know what? If everybody didn't vote one day, like 5 people showed up nationwide to the polls, now you would get what you want out of these folks. Now these people, they might start jumping out them windows in them buildings they work in all day, pushing paper around to each other with, laughing and joking about how many jet trips they took this month, and you know what meals they're going to eat with them and their family, $1,000 plate deal, while you out there like sitting there like, oh boy, I don't even know how I'm gonna pay for my Netflix. You know what I'm saying? And people are jumping on G7 jets with money that you done work for. You know what I'm saying? And so you should care. You should be like, okay, this hasn't been working. So maybe we should all try this. But no, they got this side going, they got the red side, and got the blue side. They got the Crips and the Bloods with suits on. They just don't look like street folk, but them street folk in suits, y'all. Y'all just gotta know. It's like the reverse image of a gangster. This is a gangster that would be beyond the law's grip. So if you look like them and know like them and roll like them, you kind of out of reach. Y'all see that stuff? Okay, I don't went too far into politics. Let's talk about this board thing because that's more important. But that's just so y'all can kind of get stuff formatted correctly, so we can, really apply some thought power towards what we want to change. Because I got to get a solution here in a minute. And part of the solution, you could, just like he was just saying in this town hall thing, I'll have the Ukraine war thing. This will be over in 24 hours. I kind of believe the dude because he'll go up, slide up in there, negotiate some stuff. Yo, tell you what, mi casa is your casa as long as your casa is my casa. They'll be like, ain't nobody ever said nothing to me. Thank you, Mr. Trump. Yeah, we're going to stop this. Yeah, this is silly, wasting all this ammunition, stuff. We could be skeet shooting and having a big party and fun. We over here lobbing missiles at each other. Yeah, let's go home. Trump is right. Yeah, that war done over with in 24 hours, and it's probably true. The other route is the one that's playing out right now is the dude that can't remember who the dude is, that would like to try to find the dude who's supposed to be the dude when somebody's reminded him, yo, Mr. President, this way, you're the dude. That's the alternative, right? That's the pick him again, and you got more Obama. You got more Hillary Clinton. Oh shoot, wait a minute. You got more Bill Clinton. Wow. You got more Soros, and then yeah, you keep picking them, you get the whole train of characters that come along with that. So if you're gonna play that politics game, you need to know who you're really getting in bed with, okay? Because when the lights go out, that's when they say it. The freaks come out at night when the lights go out. So you're getting in bed, you better watch your back. You better watch your front, your side, your feet, your head. You better watch everything with these people. They'll take it all. They don't care. They don't care nothing about your children. They don't care nothing about what you hold dear. They don't care if you even like that flag that you think is the flag that you thought it was, okay? It's remarkable. The color scheme and the makeup of that flag is eerily similar to the British flag, isn't it? Wow, that's really, they just got a little different direction of the lines on this flag, and then these lines is like that, but it's funny how it's still all red, white, blue, got stars and stuff everywhere. That's interesting. Anyway, people like to hide in plain sight. They like those kinds of jokes. They like how stupid people can be to believe that there's no connection here, there, and that the world is really, really, really large, and these things are so far away from me, it ain't gonna really touch me, it ain't gonna matter. Yeah, well, I'm here to tell you it can matter. It will matter to you if you don't start getting your mind right as to what direction of travel you need to be headed in, outside of the games they play. But anyway, let me get back into the juiciness of this conversation, because this was like a steak, well done, and I don't eat meat no more, so that sounds kind of gritty. But for y'all, y'all that eat meat and stuff, you're probably like, ooh, that sounds good this morning, steak and eggs, Major. Okay. Not me. I'm gonna do some veggies and something. Veggies and veggies, I guess, I don't know, whatever, some tofu or something. But anyway, they got some tofu over here, it look just like steak, chew like steak, don't taste like steak, but it's close, it's like pretty crazy. Anyway, this border thing, gonna get out of hand. Be ready for that. How I know? It's already out of hand. Now, with this Title 42 thing, didn't get renewed, see, by the people that's in there right now, because they want the borders open. Let's talk about why they want the borders open real quick. Just if you didn't know, they want the borders open so everybody coming through, they can put a t-shirt on them, say Democratic Party. Oops, did I say that? Why Democrats sound like demon? Republican, y'all don't even know the true historicity of these things, do ya? Did you know that the Republican Party was started by black men, like 3 black businessmen and 2 Caucasian cats, I think, in Texas, back in 18. Look, go look it up. I'm off on my dates and all my numbers and stuff, but the concept of it is correct. In Texas, of all places, that's where the party started. And the Democratic Party started between some other folks that had no well intent for brown folk at all in that era that they started that party, because them was the same people that had them white hoods with the little round circle. Oh, they looked like the Knights of the Templar. Oh, them wasn't knights. They wasn't on horses. But they sure did have a lot of ropes with them. They didn't carry swords, but they sure had some guns. Yeah, them kind of people. That's interesting that now people that was at the mercy of their hands vote for them to be in power over them, and then the other people, they the ones that really started the right way of starting something, kind of. You know, I guess everything kind of starts off right before it goes wrong. When people get greedy, that's what happens. So it could have been a well intent on both sides, but I highly doubt it, because there's always the good and there's always the bad. To equal it out, somebody always got to come against the other party. We don't like you, that's why we pick blue, and we don't like you, that's why we pick red. It's interesting though that I think your blood, they call people blue bloods, because right now if you look at the veins in my arm, what color that look like? Do you see any red in this vein right here? It's kind of greenish blue, ain't it? That's because the oxygen ain't hit it yet. When you cut the skin open and the oxygen hit your blood, it turned red. But before that, it's kind of this greenish bluish color, right? It's ironic that the blood is blue and then oxygen hit it is red. So you got the red side and then you got the blue side. Why they always at each other trying to kill each other? The blood is needed for the body to live. If it's in competition with itself, if it's killing itself out, then it can't live, can it? And neither can a country. Neither can a country. It's only a matter of time before something really, really, really break that you can't fix. What is that? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, this thing right here, that's like can you imagine being on a horse-drawn carriage and the carriage got some square wooden wheels on it? What kind of ride that would be? And then like you got to ride cross country like that, how you gonna be tired 15 minutes and you gonna be ready to jump out and walk. You ain't getting nowhere fast with that. It's a one-way dead end street, right? That's what's going on with the country, the America, that y'all should be appalled by some of this stuff, yo. So look, the border wide open. These folks is so you got Texas, you got Florida and them, you got some states down there that's like, yo, okay, all right. You want to play that? Okay, all right, I got you. Watch this, watch this, watch this, Miss Harris. Watch this. We're going to play this, watch this. All right, I hope I'm still alive. Something went wrong. Maybe it's just my transcripts. They keep mysteriously disappearing while I'm talking. It still say I'm live, so I guess I'm live, but I can't see y'all's comments. There we go, we back. Tap to retry, I tap it, it don't come back. But anyway, I'm going to keep it moving. So, check this out, check this out. So, dude down there in Texas, the governor down there, they've been paying for buses to put these people on, so because they coming through the border so heavy, they got camps down there getting just overran with people. People sleeping all on the streets. People ain't got no food. They having to feed them and all kind of stuff going on. Little kids and, yo, man, why you bring your children in a situation like that where they in jeopardy like that? Now, the country, if you're coming from a country that's worse than that, yeah, I feel you. I feel that. But at the same time, it's hot in Texas. I don't know. It may have been cooler to be by them coconut trees and stuff down in South America when the bananas growing in the jungle than trying to get to Texas. You know, it's like barren in some parts of Texas. The only thing you're going to see some places is some grass and some cattle looking right back at you like, yo, what's up, man? What's up, partner? Why you looking sideways at me like that? You know, that's all you're going to see. So, bringing all your people through there, that's a big risk anyway. So, what they doing now, the governor down there, they shipping the people that's coming in there straight to New York, straight to, what's the other spot? Chicago, and then Washington, D.C. In other words, y'all keep creating this problem on purpose. And I'm gonna tell you why they doing it. This is what they say, not what Major said. Y'all keep creating this by not securing it. So, okay, we're gonna send them all to y'all states. So they sent them to Mrs. Harris's resident address. That's pretty, that's pretty crazy. So buses is letting off in front of her mansion somewhere up in Washington or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's the game that's going on right now between all these folks. But you know, the biggest takeaway I think is first of all, I lost my point, but I wasn't supposed to let y'all know that. It'll come back to me. I'll find it. It's probably in my pocket down here. I'll get it in a minute. But first of all these people streaming through, national security risk, big time, millions of people. But the unfortunately, the Democratic Party wants these people to come in because they're not fumbling nothing. They just talk around it and throw this, then they say, oh, the borders are more secure, 90% secure than they used to be, and this and that. Nobody's coming across illegally. We're sending the illegal ones back. Okay, so which ones do y'all deem illegal and which ones are the legal ones? Because it's millions of people getting in. Like, not every year. Like, this is over some months. You could have some million people run up in there again. More. I think it's been a total of 16 million. I could be off by a couple million. It's been a lot of millions of folks coming into America. And so one party that's allowing that to happen wants, they actually want the people, oh, let me change something. They actually want them coming in so that they can actually sway the voting. See, if I let you in and I'm with one group, you're going to remember who let you in. Especially, you can't forget they gave you a cell phone. Now, why they give you a new cell phone when you're coming across the border, but don't give you no food for your children, but you got a phone? Oh, so you can get the messages, the mass messages that say, go here, do this, do that, we'll take care of you, don't worry, blah, blah, blah. Make sure you do this when this happens, once you get your paperwork. That's pretty raggedy, huh? Give you a cell phone, but you ain't getting no job, no food yet. You just in here sleeping on the street, you and your family, you and your kids. But you made it. You made it to America. At least you here, right? Why would you need to do that? Because in the future, one group want to make sure they always in power. So why not let all these people in, destroy the country, and then let them in? But that's not what I was really talking about, like aiming at for y'all. But it is kind of one of those things where you need the solution for yourself, right? So it doesn't mean pay attention like so much so that you're so afraid of something. It doesn't mean go out of your way to do some crazy stuff on the border. Don't be no vigilante. Don't do nothing crazy. Don't take stuff into your own hands. I don't mean that. I always tell y'all the truth. So you gotta have your own narrative for your life intact and be working at every day. That's the solution. That's the only solution. Because what's going on around you, and even in other parts of the world, it ain't just America, that stuff's out of control for you to control it. Okay? It's gone too far. It's too many people with the same outlook that go along with the bad stuff, the bad thinking. It's going to be, certain stuff going to be a little irreversible. So you got to get your own quality of living determined. You got to get your own house in order. You got to do the stuff you need to do and focus on doing that, having a great time doing it till the wheels fall off. You know what I'm saying? So that's the solution part. We can talk about, and I don't even know if I'm talking to anybody anymore because obviously they done turned off my viewers. Like I can't see how many people are watching me. And then it says on my screen, something went wrong, try again, tap to retry. Every time I tap this, it don't do nothing. So obviously, on my chat stuff, they messing with it, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know. This has happened before, but I got full Wi-Fi. Ain't nothing wrong with my signal, except for the frequency I'm on right now. It's funny how other channels can be talking about stuff, and I can watch their videos and their lives and stuff, and it's just going right through. What difference does it make if it's a live or an actual video of me talking about it? I don't know. The live is just easier for me to do, so I don't have to edit nothing. And like right now, my phone memory's all jacked up from videos in here, and I can't even upload them because I ain't got enough space left and all this. So the live is easier, but it may be that they're playing. I don't even know if this stuff is getting to y'all or not, because y'all can't respond back to me and say anything right now. The only thing I see is my screen says live, and I'm at 40 minutes and 37 seconds. So I guess I'm bad host for talking about real stuff or something, because the truth is they trying to suppress the truth, and that's not cool. That's not cool. So just letting y'all know, like y'all always going on. So I just tried to reconnect. It says I'm live again. Is anybody still here? Because it still won't let me in. Wow, that's crazy. Well, anyway, y'all, that's what's going on at the border. That's what's going on with. It can be deemed as, if I'm still transmitting here, it can be deemed as some type of invasion going on. That's not meant to be like alarming, like, oh my goodness, run for the hills. It just alerting you to the fact that there's things going on that they're not telling you about, and they ain't gonna tell you about. And then when they get questioned on these news channels, they're gonna be telling you the opposite. Like, just totally flat out lying about it, and they're not going to say anything to the fact that this is what's going on. Everything's fine, the border's secure. Then you got another news agency actually showing you the border just overran. This is ridiculous. People streaming through, people in cars waiting for the border thing to open, for the Title 42 thing to drop off, and what it's all kinds of crazy stuff incoming. And y'all, you don't know who are in those groups of people coming in. So this is going to be a prick point here in some couple of weeks down the road, a month or two. Things that it's going to be a little stickier than it already has been. So get your house in order, of course. With a lot of y'all are doing that. People waking up to that. And make sure that you can, so y'all, this is what I need y'all to do. If y'all can still hear me, because I don't even know if I'm really live right now with this play game they doing. When this post, when this thing posts, come back and make some comments, please, and let me know where y'all hearing me all the way till 41 minutes, 15 seconds. Because I don't even know who's watching, who can see me, if anybody. I don't know nothing right now because they keep doing the thing right here. So I'm gonna end this live, and maybe I'll make a video and talk some more about this stuff. But at any rate, just know to check out, vet some of that information, see what's going on, and plan your stuff accordingly. That's all. Don't be fearful. And I posted something on my community thing today. I said, how many antichrists in modern times have there been? I'm reconnecting again. They keep disconnecting, I keep reconnecting. How many antichrists have there been in modern times? And so check that out too. That's pretty interesting. Y'all think the Antichrist is coming. Well, he done been here several times already. So check out that community, my community link on this channel, and see if you know some of the names of those people in recent history that have wreaked havoc on humanity. And you'll see that it's something that will continue to happen. And so you have to notice what's going on so you can sidestep some of this stuff. But anyway, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you're still there, if I'm still here, who knows? I'm still here, but I don't know if I'm still there or with you watching me. So until this is Major signing off with you see me shaking my head, another kind of video. That's really raggedy, YouTube. That's pathetic. All right, y'all. Y'all hang tough. I'll hit back with y'all in a hot second. Peace.